Welcome back to the Quiet Car Podcast. It's your boy Money right here. I got Jerry beside me. I got Yabo on the other side of me.
What up?
Listen up, people. We got a huge episode today. We're gonna start off, of course, with the car show review. We was out in Scottsboro, Alabama, back at it again. It's our quarterly show, every other month show, whatever, whenever it pops up and everything.
Yo.
Today, huge PSA eBay news. We're gonna go over all that stuff, right?
Huge,
because PSA going to Hawk Tua. Got that Hawk Tua going on right now.
Spitting on that thing.
Especially spitting on that thing. They said, "Don't you bring them cars our way." Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Florida wins the Stanley Cup. Shout out to them. Connor McDavid still ain't got one. We gonna hope and pray next year he'll have one.
He got that MVP though.
He got the MVP though. And in NBA draft is going to be today. We're recording this on Tuesday, coming out Wednesday. So it should be out today and tomorrow. So it'll be Wednesday and Thursday. We don't know nobody in there but LeBron. And where is he gonna go? And do we care? No, we don't. Actually, we don't. And also, WNBA news is the Rookie of the Year changing for people. Anyway, let's start this off. JP, listen, talk to him.
Hey, it was a great weekend. Like Amani said, we went to Scottsboro, Alabama for the quarterly, monthly. They have it pretty often show.
Yeah.
And Scottsboro is a great show, though. It's not a big show by any means. What do you think? 150 tables?
It's
something like that.
Yeah.
So not giant, but man, it was very packed. And
very
deals were flowing. The deals were flowing. I mean, people were in there spending money. Saw a few notable whatnot buyers in there walking around, just loading up the boxes after boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, but hey, I made a few plays. I sold a few things. I got in a Veriswap order, of course, the day after the card show. So, I mean, it was a great weekend.
Yeah, timing is everything.
Yeah, but what's up, man? What's going on with you?
Hey, what's up, man? You know, working for the people, man. We got submissions coming back this week. Your autographs, man. We said that, you know, they were gonna push it out to nationals again like they did last year, but hey, man, it sounds like we're gonna get them back in time.
Yeah, listen, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. That is
so you got like 20 cards in there, man, and you know, you got some really nice grades on the big hitters. All the grades weren't nice, but you got some really nice grades.
What it be like? What's a card that I got a good grade on? Because I don't remember none of the cards. I ain't gonna lie.
Like that Josh Kelly auto got it gemmed.
Oh yeah.
All the wrestling autos gemmed.
Okay.
Yeah, some two big wrestling ones. They gemmed.
Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, take that all day.
So man, yeah, that's good. And Jerry, you know, your ball is gonna be in possession of Amani by the weekend. He's gonna be our courier.
Totally.
Get that nice auto back to you, that Kimbrough back. But yeah, man, I think I got two more submissions that I think will make it back in time for nationals, and those are two non-sport, you know, some of them non-TCG too. They're just some, you know, just oddball cards that I did for special PSA special and mix. So looking forward, man, stacking up for national, man. Get ready. Can't wait to go to Cleveland with you guys.
You think my CJ be back in time?
Yeah.
It's feeling hopeful.
That's 20 days, man. That was a 20-day.
Yeah, it was 20 days.
Yeah, you should get that back in time.
Oh my gosh.
Or the Monday after national.
I just love. Hey, look, if it's not national, it's gonna be New York. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean, you're gonna have plenty of opportunities. We got a busy summer ahead of us with shows.
Oh, yes, we do.
And
Big
whatnot. So big
Ready to
shows, back Atlanta shows. It's gonna be a movie.
So we will be in Trustville this weekend. Shout out to the Flip, and then
Yeah, Daniel, what up?
And I'll be in Louisville the week after. That's 4th of July week. I'll be in Louisville, and then I'll be in Chicago. So it's gonna be. I want to go to Nashville. Who's going? Are y'all going to Nashville?
I think I'm going to Nashville, but if I'm going, I think I'm just going on the Saturday.
Yeah,
and I'm just going to kind of play it on the situation of if it's a good show, buy a hotel. If it's a bad show, or not bad show, it's never a bad show, but if it's not great, just drive home. But I like Nashville, though. It's great. I mean, I've had success. I think I've stayed out of there 3 out of 4 times with that same tactic. If you make money, hang out. If not,
I mean, I got memories at Nashville, so it was good for me.
Is it the same one we were at, Money?
Yeah,
the same one.
Yeah,
National.
That's a great show.
National Nashville. Yeah, it's the same
one. Man. Nah, I told him then that I wouldn't be able to come back. That weekend.
Yeah,
be gone, bro. Vacation, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be at Louisville, and then hopefully Chicago. We're gonna watch the NASCAR race. We're gonna race in Chicago, so that's gonna be fun. And everything. So PSA doing work right now. PSA trying to do work. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Bunch of our work.
Hey, let's warm it up, man. Look, it's a Hawk Tua summer, and they're hitting it with the PSA N7. I mean, they're going straight for it.
So are they saying that they can detect this now? That's what I was trying to figure out. So
they found a way to detect the wax, whatever that you're polishing on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they pretty much. So maybe I misread it, but I think they'll still encapsulate it, but it will only be authentic altered. So it's kind of the situation of, somebody's recolored something, whatever. They just put altered or authentic altered.
But they can detect it, right? That's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I mean, I would imagine they went through like some efforts to get some technology to be able to detect them without touching the card or something. It'll shine different under maybe some different type of light. They might got a UV.
It has a sweet smell to it. Is everything I've heard from everybody who's very involved.
Wow.
I had a guy who I know through the Flip show and said, "Hey, I know for a fact this one was, hit with the wax, and it smelled almost coconutty." So,
dang, you're not using coconut oil on the daggone cards, man.
It smelled like something in the kitchen almost. You know what I'm saying?
Pine salt
or Armor All, but it just makes too much sense for PSA just to go, hey, we can go buy from Kurtz, Mr. Minty, whoever, and we're just going to figure out whatever we need to do to make a reagent, rub a little bit on the card, dip it in the solution. If it turns green, you're good. If it turns red,
As PSA, I would have, as soon as I would have heard, anything about that, I would have got cards exactly from him, got his stuff, and I would have tested it for sure. No question at all.
But I'm still going to put it on wax here, though. When that Wemby 101 in the PSA 10 turns green in a decade, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we didn't think that there was anything on it. He just called out Kurt's Card Care because he likes the microfiber."
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We didn't forget.
Yeah, but truth be told, man, I've never put any reagent or any chemical on any of the cards we submitted.
I think the question is, when are they going to be okay? Are they ever going to be okay with this? Like, is it going to be like, well, we see what's going on? It's like, it's not damn, no, okay,
no.
See,
I
I
mean,
think they. Yeah, you go ahead.
I mean, to me, this really should be pressing on the card companies to do better. That's all I'm saying. If it's supposed to be shiny, find a way to make it shiny and not stick to the card in front of it and behind it or something. Keep it right out the pack. If it's supposed to be, centered, find a way to make it centered, man.
Fanatics.
Dude, I deal with millimeters every day, man. We can do this for real.
Fanatics. Listen. Because I mean, I could just see, I could possibly see like Fanatics coming in and going, well, you can get the Fanatics checked, approved cleaner system.
Right.
I could definitely see that. Because,
yeah. It'd have to be hobby approved or something. But yeah, to me, like if you're like touching up, that's like touching up a Rembrandt or something, man. If you want to go that far, like something ain't right about that, yo.
I morally, vibes, like everybody's like, hey, it's no good, right? But there was a point in time that people were like, hey, grading is stupid, right? Subjectively, they're like, it's grading stupid. 100%. Why would I send my card here? They're going to steal my card, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the side of, I'm with both of you here. Like morally, I don't want this product on my PC stuff. I want my stuff to last 10 plus years. However, I could see a world where Fanatics, PSA, whoever offers some level of this service. And not only on top of, do we offer the product, send it to us and we'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Because Fanatics' whole goal is they want to make money on every avenue. When you buy the card,
every level,
you grade the card, when you sell it, when you trade it.
That's true.
Oh my God. Because it's so crazy. I'm just thinking about this right now. We saw a Fanatic slab this weekend.
Yeah. We saw a Fanatic slab this weekend. I think I took a picture.
Authenticated. Authenticated everything.
So long and short, it was what was it? Conor McGregor?
I would say because he had a lot of Conor McGregor.
I think it was Conor McGregor or Sean O'Malley, one of the two. But it was like a Topps card, and it had an autograph on top of it that was not a pack pulled autograph. And so what Fanatics did was they enslabbed it, and at the top it said Fanatics authenticated autograph, coinciding sticker, like.
Okay, so they authenticating autographs now, huh?
Crazy,
yes, sir.
What?
Yes, crazy, sir. Right? Crazy.
Interesting. Dang.
This is all how it starts.
I mean, I would like we gonna have a rule, right? I mean, because it's okay in the comic book world to apply like heat and humidity, pressure to your collectible, right? To your comic, to your magazine. That's perfectly fine. I mean, I guess we could do that with cards too. I mean, I've heard of people putting them, soaking cards in water. Kind of old school, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of the old school guys using the what is it, the distilled water, and it's for when, like for instance, I think it's the 35 Disney set where they would paste the cards into an album, and so people would buy the albums complete, pull the pages out, throw it in the water to have because the card's more valuable. So it's definitely something that has been around, but I think it's the solvents that's different than the distilled water.
If it's not,
and
like
even the
natural,
soaking, I'm not even a big fan of.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I haven't pressed my own like comics and stuff, but maybe they add some, some water. I gotta imagine, like the steam is just vapor, right?
For sure. I'm sure they're putting it in what is that, a dehumidifier thing where it sucks all the water out.
Yeah.
What is that, for cigars or something? But yeah, man, I don't know. I think, for my own personal stuff, I would not like it soaked. I would not like it to have all the goofy buffing agents. Like those 97 Kobe chromes did not turn green on their own. I'm just saying. Like that was one of the first introductions of shiny cards. I'm sure people were doing some shady stuff of, a little polish won't hurt that.
Yeah,
it's organic, it's natural, it's gluten-free.
I like to understand that correlation for real, man. Yeah, that's crazy, but yeah, they were turning green by the bunches, right?
And not all of them, though.
Right.
You would think that if it was like a product defect, everyone would be green.
Right.
But
maybe somebody be brave enough to crack one. Let the world see. Let's crack it together. See what's on this card.
They say it was by the sun. Remember they blamed it on the sun?
Supposedly, but there's a lot of guys who are like, hey, this has lived in a safety deposit box for the last 10, 15 years.
And it just turned green.
Right.
So I'm telling you, there's topically something got to be there. I mean, why is it happening to some and not others?
Like I said, man, I'd love to see it, man. It should be as many like bad movies we see like on Netflix and Tubi, man. That could like definitely go on there. I'd watch that.
Well, they don't have.
Find out if something's on that card.
They don't have bad movies on Tubi. Oscar Award-winning movies on there. So, and also, keep on going with the PSA conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say PSA's been heating up this past week.
It's been crazy, but a lot of people wanted this. Now we got graded notes now. So we now know, but if you're not paying $129 for your card, you just ain't getting it. It's not 40. It's not notes. It's not for your $20. Nope.
I thought the other caveat was they weren't doing that to the PSA 10s either.
They're not doing it on PSA 10s?
I don't believe they're doing it to the PSA 10s either.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what they gonna write?
Yeah,
perfect?
they got to offer better than that, man.
So why do y'all think they're doing it?
I tell you this, right? This is my comparison to it. I think this is really pointless. I don't know. I think this is fanatics. I think this is more fanatics and PSA talking like this because this doesn't affect grading at all. This is McDonald's putting their calories on their hamburgers. Like nobody, the majority of people in this world don't really care that I'm finna eat 5,000 calories in a Big Mac and fries and a milkshake. I'm gonna come to McDonald's regardless. Okay, the McDonald's effect has always been McDonald's can completely mess up your order. They can. Matter of fact, shout out to my homegirl. She actually went to McDonald's, wanted a fish fillet sandwich, and they put chicken in there instead of the fish.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like I said, so it's like they can completely mess up your order, and you're gonna be back there next week anyway. It's the same thing with PSA. You're going, why am I getting a 7? It don't look like no 7. Yeah. But you're gonna be next month. You're gonna be grading with them again. Now, like I said, with the graded notes, it's just fanatics going. Look at us. We're the good guys, right? I keep on trying to say this. This is how monopolies start. They're thinking that they're cleaning up the whole everything, right? They're going to be, oh yeah, look what we're doing. Y'all want graded notes? Yeah, you can do graded notes. You're going to have to pay. Who's paying $129?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't trying to pay.
What do you think?
I can't pay $129 per card. I can't pay $129 per card for notes, man. But I would love notes, man. I mean, again, in my line of work, I love information, and every little bit of information, helps help you grade better on your next submission. So I'm gonna take their notes. I'm gonna learn from them, and then I'm not gonna make the same mistakes again. It's gonna be better for all of us. You know what I'm saying? But at 120 per, Man, I think not.
No.
So my thought is for one, I think they should have been putting subgrades, grader notes the whole time.
Right.
I think maybe Big Daddy Fanatics is over there telling them, hey, we're losing to the black label. You know, it doesn't matter what PSA 10 you have. If you have that same card in a black label, it's always more expensive. 100%.
Yeah.
They really should be putting graders notes on everything. I'm going to be honest, like everything I've ever graded, I don't think I've ever paid $129 to grade. And I've graded tons of items.
Right.
I don't think I've had one item I've paid that much for.
No, never, man. I mean, I love the specials that come up every month. Take advantage of those, time right, get them in early. I mean, but yeah, I mean, some bits of information, some companies should provide as a service to your customers. I mean, it's not extra for that in the comic world. I mean, you still spending $30-something per comic, just for the grading or whatever. You got to pay more for other services or whatnot, autograph authentication, whatever. You can get them pressed, but they give you the grader notes. I mean, yeah.
Well, and I think there was an interview with the head of PSA, and he was talking about it, and he was like, well, they're already doing grader notes anyways. They're already taking the notes anyways, because I think it's a peer-reviewed system where you got the Q1, the Q2, right? Well, why are we just not publishing that? Like,
right.
But first, hold on. You want to see these notes? You got to spend that money, break that bread.
What? Let me ask this. How significant will it be if PSA gets into grading comic books? Like, what's the effect on that?
You talking about the subgrades?
No. If they just cards, or if they just start, if they just next week go, we're gonna start grading comic books.
That single comic books are fair to face as far as CGC.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, comic book people ain't gonna care. They might not even know about it. So they go, man, folks do. I mean, there are other companies that grade comics, but like CGC is like way ahead of the others. Way farther than
by a
PSA is above BGS or SGC. For real, like way ahead. Okay. Like almost. Okay. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's like maybe like 75 to 90% probably. Yeah. I would imagine
they're so far ahead. Like that's why I always consider CGC a real contender. I mean, because they are in control of comics so much so.
A great population, history. I mean, grader notes.
Well, grader notes, QR codes to like scan and get the exact pictures, like and then, everything that you've wanted, they've already got it.
And then say like if you want to give them like some information, like, hey, can you make sure you add that this is the first cover for such and such, whoever's on the cover.
They'll always put it on.
Yeah, they start doing that too, man. They start taking notes, I mean, I'm sure they gotta go through a level of, scrutiny,
Yeah, to make sure. But if you say, hey, this is the newspaper stand edition, I want that on there.
Yeah.
They'll put it on. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, man. So like some stuff, comic, folks, that comic community, they are really into, and I mean, at comics too, but magazines also. They're really into making sure that the cover information is right, like on the labels now. But I don't think PSA coming in. I mean, if they got money, I'm sure they'll do it. They'll try to get a piece of that pie, but I don't know if they'll be lasting.
I don't know if they're brave enough. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be real. I would feel like it would be a waste of resources to go for it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if anything, maybe like acquire BC. Was it BCBS?
Yeah. I wouldn't even waste my money on that. I wouldn't even waste my money on that.
Because
I wouldn't even spend the money on that.
I hadn't even tried that one yet. I'm only, I'm just now getting, in the loop with CGC. But I mean, they would be better served acquiring that company than to like try to be a major like competitor at the blue. That's what I think.
I also found out that even when you grade, shout out to Erica on this, but when you, because she's finna grade some Slam magazines with Caitlin Clark on it. I did not know it's two different like it's a grading fee and it's a press and clean fee. I thought it was all one.
No, it's two separate.
No, it costs it. So the pressing is $10. My understanding is that they don't go through the same like pressing processes. My guy, CGC Sports Illustrated, Jim, shout out. But yeah, he does all my pressing, and so I understand they cold press. So it doesn't like go through the same like process.
It doesn't introduce the steam.
Yeah,
it's just the pressure.
But I would tell you though, man, like Jim, I just saw a video too, man. They're actually he got a 9.9 on that Slam Caitlin Clark cover.
Quite literally a black label, like impossible. In the comic book world, a 9.9 is what 1% or less. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro.
Has it ever been a 10?
There are some 10s. I don't know if that Caitlin Clark, but they've been a 10 like comic book before. Magazine.
Yeah. But it's not.
People question it though, right? But yeah. But 9.9 is like that's wild. So I hope Erica can grade pretty good on those.
I mean, they look clean. She got 5 of them going over there. It looks super clean. So
I mean,
I think the Slam magazine moves smart too. Yeah.
Yeah, Angel Reese is on the one on this month's cover. And then they got like variations too, right? Because like they'll have like an NBA player on maybe the variation or something like that.
You got Don Staley on one. You see that one?
Man, I gotta get it.
Yeah, the Don Staley one.
I gotta get it.
I mean, are we? Oh my god, is that finna be the move?
I mean,
I think it's
an avenue that I hadn't tried yet, and
I got some Jet magazines I need to sell.
I mean, Jet magazines. I got a Martin Luther King, Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Langston Hughes got a couple of those covers too, Jet magazines. But I met a guy at Culture Collision, and he had these magazines, and I hadn't gotten into sending stuff to CGC yet. So he kind of really prompted me to start that, and his stuff went in first, and I started filling the pipeline with his good stuff like Hulk Hogan autograph, like wrestling magazines, Andre the Giant covers from like the 70s and stuff like that. So he had some good stuff, some Spider-Man 181, like 3 of them, man. So been working those, man. So just putting them in the process, doing them the right way, sending them through good, pressing and cleaning before they go to grading. I mean, that's important, man. You got to do that. But the numbers that I'm seeing, like on these, especially if you can acquire some rarities and people are getting, they don't know about them. They just now getting on track with them, man. Like that's a good avenue, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move.
Actively involved in that one, man. Seriously.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is I'm trying to figure out, and like I said, if that's the move, because like I said, I'm seeing you right. I'm seeing a lot more people do it, especially with the magazine and stuff. Even with the Slam magazines, I mean, it's just like, I mean, I feel like that's just the way to go.
And
yeah, but
then
how
those
long does you
variants
guys
too.
take to press and clean? Like, how long does that process
Yeah.
take?
I mean, like, he's got a pretty good following, so a lot of people, use them. I I haven't gotten to that point yet. Like
Okay.
I'm
Oh, okay.
literally like I don't see. So after I send them to him, they're going straight to CGC. They don't come back to me. I send them with the
Okay.
the shipping slip and everything.
So he's
So
the sub grader, like a Nash Cards kind of thing as well.
nah, I had no. He just
Okay, so
cleans and
he
presses.
just puts your stuff in the box, puts the label on it, and
Yeah, he cleans and presses, and then with the shipping slip that you send to him, he sends that to CGC for you, all included.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
got to do the CGC stuff, and you just send him with the receipts and stuff that you did.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everything, no, all the paperwork comes back to me.
Right.
I send it to him just to clean and press, and then he sends it on.
okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got like a dozen books right now in the pipeline. It's gonna be a beautiful in the fall, winter. I think it's gonna be some nice returns. I mean, they're rare. A lot of stuff we send in is rare.
So
So yeah, man.
before Collecticon Atlanta.
Some may be back before Collecticon Atlanta.
Okay.
Middle September. But
Yep.
yeah, I'm really like looking like more so at like, November, December time, I think.
Okay.
To have them like all back, I think. The ones that are in the pipeline right now. But then again, I don't know, where I am in the queue for cleaning. Guess I need to find that out. Jim, I'm gonna call you, man.
Shout out to Jim. Shout
Yeah.
out to Jim. So, sticking like I said, sticking with PSA, eBay now. Well, now I think for what I understand, the eBay Vault either it's active, right? It's either active or been active, whatever this is. But PSA now you can actually send from their vault, send them straight to eBay because PSA has their own little store on eBay. And then basically what it is that when you get a card graded, you send it to the PSA vault. PSA, you have the option to send it straight to eBay. No matter, you can do I think you could pick your auction that you want to do on there, the day it starts and all that. And yeah, they just do all the work. They just put it on there because they already took the pictures and stuff. They got all the information, and they just put it right there on eBay.
Are they
Is this
getting
the
a cut at
move?
that? Is PSA getting a cut? Are they like
Oh,
a
I'm sure
consignment?
they are. I'm sure they are.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll love to see what the cut is though.
But they put more eyes on more specific eyes.
Pacific man is supposed to. I think it's
Yeah.
still early in the game. I think the game plan is go on PSA's eBay account and
start buying good deals.
start buying good deals while nobody's on there.
That was kind of my thought.
Yeah.
Just
As
on
a
the
buyer,
beginning.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that's kind of how a good portion of those products work. For the first couple weeks, boy, every week's a good deal.
Yeah.
Every week you're gonna go,
Lesson
man, I
learned.
didn't want to spend this much, but boy, they've got some heavy discounts.
Hey,
But probably by
lesson
week 6,
learned.
7, it'd be a good time to sell on it though.
Right. Yeah, I learned from that one, Jerry, doing that on Golden. So yeah, I probably would wait a couple of weeks.
So tell us about the Golden experience.
So man, PSA had the same thing. They still have that where you could take whatever's in your vault and you can put it on the Golden marketplace, seamlessly, right? So I did it. I was all hyped, man. I was telling my cousin, I was like, yeah, like they starting up this marketplace. They gonna have all these new eyes on stuff. It's gonna be great. I said, got our cards ready. You know, we ready to go. Man, I put the first few cards on there. Man, I was so disappointed, yo. Like 90% away, like from my comps on some stuff, man. It was crazy. Yeah, bro. So yeah, that's the lesson learned. Let the new, marketplace, get a little traction first before you, go on there as a seller.
Now, my other question is I wonder if they are exclusively auctions or if they're going to do buy it nows as well.
Oh, you can. I know that you. I don't think the buy it now is set up, but I did see because I did list some on there. I had some in the vault, and I did list some on there to see what's going on. And from my knowledge, I know the auction's happening now. They you can see the button for the buy it now, and I couldn't click it, so I don't know if it's active or not. Or if it's coming, but I know that there is a, you can pick and choose. So I do know that.
Okay, that's interesting. I'll be honest with you. I think really the most success people are going to have eventually is going to be start at the 99-cent sell. As scary as it sounds, most stuff it will go higher if you started it at $1 versus say I had it for 500. Right, it'll go for 575, 600 because you get two guys bidding against each other, and finally, eventually it's going to end. So,
yeah, and a lot of times you got a lot of stuff that you could, test the waters with. Don't put put some major hitters out there. Get comfortable with it first. I say,
yeah.
Don't. I wouldn't.
Well, I wonder what they charge the seller. So say if I'm wanting to sell that card and I want to list it at a buy it now, if it sits for 6 months, do they charge you for the amount of time that it's been on eBay? Because see, ComC does. I think ComC is like what? It's like 2 pennies or whatever a month per card or something.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. So eventually they're going to get to that as well.
Right. Yeah. True that. I mean, yeah, they should charge for the ball, but also they, as a service, I think it would be cool if they didn't get a cut of that, eBay, marketplace, them being like a middleman or a consignment shop.
I'm sure off the rip they're going to be like, 0% fees because they know it's going to just, the same experience you had with Golden is what it's going to feel like at first.
Yeah, I mean, I might try them again. See where we are on some different cards, some more of the rare cards. But yeah, I wouldn't totally count them out.
Yeah, I can't find any fees or anything of no information and everything. I don't see no fees or nothing on there. But also, here's another thing about eBay also is that it's not in effect now, but hopefully soon it's going to be in effect with anybody that buys something on eBay off an auction has an hour it automatically draws out of your account in an hour.
They should have been doing this.
Yeah, so there's no like.
I mean, years ago, like
for real. Oh God!
The amount of shill bidding, the amount of garbage, like, this last one comped at 200. Well, yeah, the other two sold for $35. There's no way it went for 200. Oh yeah, right. It went for 200. Like, no. Yeah, they should have on there whether the item's been paid for or not. They should be flagging the crap out of all these people who just bid this crap up and then go, oh well, I'm sorry, my kid was playing on my phone.
Right, that's so daggone garbage, disrespectful. It is, man.
Yeah. I've had it happen to me, man.
People are trying to make an honest living, selling stuff on this platform, man. And then you got jerks.
A very nice way to put it, because definitely
when is it when it when does it when somebody don't pay for it, but it still shows up at a comp, right?
Yes and no. Sometimes they do, sometimes they take it off. It just depends. It's weird. There's no kind of rhyme or reason. Now when it shows completed and it has a strike through price, like a strike through the price,
right?
That's a best offer. So that's Jerry had it up for 100. Somebody sent him a $75 offer. He hit accept.
Right.
Okay. I know it was something. It was something in that manner. Was I mean, that's the whole point of shield building, is to bring up the comp.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the point of it. Yep.
Yeah, that's the point right there. So, but like I said, eBay's been busy this week. PSA's been just super busy this week. But is this the play though? Is to find the specials now, send it to the vault, and just send it straight on eBay?
I mean, it's sort of a shot. I mean, they're probably getting more eyes than my current, eBay store. Most people I know, they probably get more immediate, people following them.
Yeah, I would think out the gate they're going to have a ton of followers, a ton of eyes.
Yeah.
It just all depends though. Like you said, I don't want to be in it on the first 6 weeks. Now that second quarter, I'm interested. Let me throw some stuff on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like everybody who's off the rip is the guinea pigs.
And I mean, we got, what I say, 130 something odd cards. Yeah, man. We gonna try something, Jerry.
Oh,
something going on there, man. It's something. I'm gonna put a few in there just to test the waters.
Yeah, I just wouldn't run a 52 mantle or something crazy. Like I mean, yeah.
I got some 9s that I was sure were gonna be 10s. I'll try those. Yeah.
I mean, you can't run it. We'll just snag that thing. Yeah, run that 52 mantle. Run that PSA 3 52 mantle. Go ahead. We're influencers. Go ahead and run it.
Well, actually, if you could just send the authentic, that's probably closer to our price range. But we'll look at the 3.
Yeah,
not even a 1. Yeah, 1's out of my price range.
So 30 days to national. There will be a national. So that's the countdown that we're doing right now. So Cleveland is that's what I was looking for today. When are they going to start talking about the trade nights and stuff? I mean, geez, are we that early into it, or?
Man, they're going to be like ad hoc trade nights popping up over the city that we going to hit as a trio.
I'm very curious to see how they're going to do that. I'm super curious.
I kind of wish they would be a little more forward on the plan. Like, hey, we've got. But I think isn't Card Collector 2 doing a UFC trade night, or is it WWE?
So I did hear that it was like wrestling.
Okay,
I heard that a couple months ago that he was going to do some kind of like wrestling with somebody that's like big into the wrestling world of cards. So hopefully that comes through, because I would love. I got UFC stuff, but I got wrestling stuff.
I got the wrestling. I got some wrestling in Orlando. I got a full set and some duplicates. Some nice stuff. Just graded some wrestling from my boy Mark. Yo, he probably gonna come to Cleveland too, man. And we gonna bring those wrestling cards, wrestling and the wrestling magazines. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to hit that up.
And also, speaking of wrestling, because they're moving to Netflix, and your boy Triple H was like, "Yeah, the wrestling moving to Netflix, Raw, and I think I guess it has to be SmackDown too, but I didn't they advertise Raw, but whatever. But they're moving to Netflix, and Triple H was like straight up, like, look, this PG stuff is gonna be uncensored on Netflix." I said, "Oh,
hey,
let it fly."
I think they gotta do something, right? Because you got other competitors coming in. AEW starting up strong. So yeah, they gotta add something different. So yeah, that's gonna be huge, man. Wrestling on Netflix.
Yeah.
Literally Raw. Dang, that's just going.
I'll be watching it off of somebody's TikTok live.
You know Netflix?
They'll no. They'll be streaming it on Twitter. I'll just watch it there.
Yeah, shout out because they do. Man, look if anything,
hey,
if TikTok.
That's how I've seen the last couple big UFC fights. I mean,
I was just about to say.
If you don't go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, if you don't go to Buffalo Wild Wings, or no, Dave and Buster's, because the Buffalo Wild Wings here, they don't do UFC. I mean, they haven't done
UFC.
Yeah, they don't do UFC.
I thought they all did it. Where did we do? Where did we see that at though?
We get a lackluster Buffalo Wild Wings here.
Where were we at?
I know oh my god, we only got one now, right?
Yeah, we only got the one.
God,
no, we went to some Buffalo Wild Wings and we saw a UFC fight, man. It was like last year. What city was that?
What city was that? Or was that?
It wasn't Huntsville.
No, it wasn't Huntsville. No, that's just so disappointing. I hate it. But I would say,
we got a Whole Foods, but you can't watch the UFC at Buffalo.
And Trader Joe's. Shout out to Trader Joe's, clutch. But I would say this: Dave and Buster's hosted, and Dave and Buster's, and that's where we go.
Dave and Buster's is lit.
That's super.
Hey, that's one of the old school spots. Yeah,
I'm trying to think. Where will we be at to watch? Was it? It can't be in Atlanta. No, we'd be too busy in Atlanta. Where will we be at to watch a UFC fight at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Dude, I think we were in Nashville, man.
That's right. That's right. Because we invited Ish from New York and he didn't show up. Yo, shout out to Ish, boy. Shout out to Ish. But remember that because we was gonna wait on Ish and Ish never hit us up Jerry, I saw Ish in Dallas, dude from New York. So I saw Ish in Dallas. That's exactly what I told him. I said, "You didn't come back." He was like, "Man, we got we got drunk selling." It was crazy bananas on New York car. And that's right. We was in Nashville. Yep, that's right. Cause that's it. Oh yeah, that's right. It was packed in there too.
It was packed. We waited a long time to get a table. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah, we definitely wasn't there. Yeah. So shout out to Ish though. He owes us one. I never forget it. I never forget. That's right. That's right. Shout out to Ish. But like I said, Dave and Buster's. That's I can't believe we don't have another Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, but
it's pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie. Buffalo Wild Wings is mid.
Hold on. First of all, Buffalo Wild Wings is not mid.
MID.
It's mid. Okay. Hold on. Wait. If we're talking about
it's that 6th grade mid.
No. Wait a minute. If we're talking about environment wise, that's not mid. If we're just talking about
environment wise,
if we're talking about like just being in the place. Just like what I'm saying, being in a Buffalo Wild Wings,
bro. They have napkins on the table. Hold on. My whole argument: if I got a bag,
why do you need napkins?
You have hot. I've got hot wings. Like, what do you mean? Why do I need extra napkins?
We don't listen. We'll just ask for extra napkins at the start. What are you talking about?
Good luck getting a server.
MK Wings don't have. What? Hold on. Well, okay. What's a good wing spot here that you go to?
Ooh,
for me, it's Best Wings and eight town wings.
Best Wings.
They got 8-town wings.
It's really good. The one that's close to A&M, that Best Wings, because they always had the DJ.
Oh, you talking about the one next to Lowe's?
The old building. Oh,
that building's gone. You talking about the one on Meridian Street?
Yeah. That's fire.
Gone. Oh yeah, that was now. Yes. That was fire.
What is Rick Ross's place on the Parkway? That place is really good too.
Wait, where? No. Where is there a wing stop at on the Parkway? The wing stop's on University. It's on University.
Is it University?
Yeah, it's on University. It's right across the street from Target. in that little plaza, where that big gas station is. We got Wells Fargo right there. It's in that Wingstop's right in that plaza. Now, if they have one, they don't have one on the Parkway. I know for a fact they don't.
Listen,
especially not up in the north side.
I don't know how Wingstop came into like the best wing conversation, man. But y'all ain't gonna do this.
It's not. They have lemon pepper. That's about it. No, it's not. No, don't worry about it.
Hey, I love me some big drums, man, but nah, man. Hey, they ain't the best.
Garbage.
No, they're
they need to stop.
Well, they have good lemon pepper wings. I mean, good
lemon pepper. Decent, but they ain't like,
bro. Listen. Oh no, they're definitely not. But you don't have to wait 45 minutes though either.
But Magic City's the best one though.
You
keep saying this. I'm gonna have to try it. But
it is. What are you talking about? Listen, you go there, get the Lou Wheel barbecue lemon pepper.
Yeah, it ain't practical. Like they'll take it right up the street, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's worth going into Magic City and getting a plate of wings and some catfish.
I don't go to the gas station and eat sushi. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hold on.
They got Wind Down Wednesdays now. You can hit that up at JR on the summertime, and
you getting lemon pepper wet?
Who made
you get South Cobb wet, man. You get the South Cobb wet.
I don't think I heard that. Only thing I get at JR Quick is the lemon pepper wet. But I don't live in Atlanta, so.
Well, next time tell them instead of lemon pepper wet, it's similar to lemon pepper wet, but the wet is a little different, sweeter sauce. But asking for South Cobb where you gonna like that lemon pepper and like sweet tangy sauce or something like that. It's delicious.
See,
you will never go back.
I was hoping FD comes around from California, we can always go to Magic City and get some wings.
Man, I mean, I'll drive.
I know I'm not saying something crazy. It's
I'll drive.
But speaking of back to Huntsville, MK Wings is good. Yeah. I mean, I'm A-Town Wings because I like the sauce. I know they're smaller than this, but MK Wings for me, I mean, best wings is like Gretzky and hockey. I mean, it's Gretzky, not even hockey, just sports period. Like that's just the place because that was like, you kind of grew up on that. You got the peach tea and everything like that. So it's nostalgia. That's what we grew up on was best wings. Especially the one on Meridian Street. That was like super goated, but it's not there no more.
Oh, bro, they had the fried green tomatoes.
Oh my gosh, man. Dude, best wings is let me tell you something. If we gonna do a fuel review Huntsville, I mean there's a lot more spots now, but
yeah, I'm gonna have to eat some more food in Huntsville to get in on this.
Oh my! Next time we do a Huntsville show, we gotta go best wings. We're definitely going to best wings to get that. You will definitely, especially that peach tea.
Nice hustle.
It's so good, bro. It's so
good. Go in. I'm with it.
But like I said, right now MK Wings is for me. It's just dominating. But I don't know where they came from.
You talking about the one on North Parkway?
Yeah, but they got one also on
but they got them baby wings though, man. They're like this big. I mean, they're good, but they're like bro.
MK had a big. Well, I haven't been.
You got to be able to fry them right, man. They can't be too big, man. You can't. Fry them.
No, I'm talking like this chicken wing is as big as my thumb.
Now, like A-Town Wing got some small wings, but A-Town Wings got the best sauce, I believe, in Huntsville. Number one, hands down. Yeah. They got the best sauce. Now, MK Wings
I like the seasoning pepper that they got at the MK.
The seasoning pepper on the side.
Yeah,
for
your fries.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
yeah. They got all the different little seasonings.
I do love that. Yeah, I do love those like seasonings, but I prefer the wings. Not wet. I like them dry rub. But because if they're seasoned right, man, you don't need no sauce. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you do.
You don't need no sauce if they season right.
Spit on that thing. Hot to it. Hot Tui sauce. So, get back on subject. NBA draft is coming up, and I think this would be a short one. We don't care because we don't know who's in there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you
who's gonna take Bronny hostage. That's the question.
Did you see what? Did you see what Bill Simmons said about this?
No.
About Boston taking him?
Yes, he said Boston should take Bronny James and basically hold him hostage and to get traded for the Lakers.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Why would you play it any different?
Dude, that's what teams are going to do. That's exactly. I've never seen this before.
They just earned the right to do that. They should. They just won a championship, man. And yeah, whatever. Let's do
Run it.
I never seen that before.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's crazy just to go like, yeah, we're gonna hold you hostage, and we're gonna hold you hostage to get to basically get trade or something value of him. Like, how bad do you want him?
What happens if they don't trade him? I mean, does that mean LeBron goes to Boston?
Oh my God, they couldn't
afford it. It'd be crazy money.
Actually, they could afford it because.
But who do you have to give up though?
Yeah. No, he's a free agent. You don't have to get nobody up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a free agent. He would just have to go there. That's why he opted out. Because I was listening to my homegirl for she be in Atlanta doing her stuff. So shout out to Porter. And she was basically talking about how Alex Starr, who was supposed to be this guy from France, he was supposed to go to Atlanta. He didn't work out for Atlanta because he basically saying, I don't want to go to Atlanta. I want to go to Washington. Basically what he's saying. And that's
wants to go play what for the Wizards?
Listen,
man, get out of here. Nobody said that.
He was a fan of Michael Jordan. That was the only Jordan.
Nobody says that.
Nobody says that.
I want to go play for the Wizards. What?
That's what he's basically implying, that he doesn't want to play for he doesn't want to play for Atlanta because he didn't go work out for them or anything. That was the tweets. And of course he's not going to say that, but he's not, out loud, but he's not working out with him.
I mean, some people.
Who do you have in the Wizards though? What is that? Is that Jordan Poole?
Right.
Poole and
Pool party.
Yeah, that's really about it. That's really ain't nobody over there.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's nobody.
Rui Hachimura's there, right?
No, Rui's the Lakers.
Okay, yeah.
He was with them.
For me, the best player in the draft right now is Cody Williams out of Colorado. For me, that's the best player in the draft. All these G Unite elite, whatever they are, what are we doing?
Yes.
What are we doing? And the real question is, how long is overtime going to be in business? That's the real question.
I mean, what they just trying to do, kind of like what the overseas leagues are doing, right? But just trying to get it more local.
Yeah, but nobody's watching it. Nobody knows. I mean, look. I mean, you got Scott. Scoot Henderson. He garbage. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because for what I was reading on him, this is what took me out of Scoot Henderson conversation was that all these reporters and stuff was, I don't watch him play, right? And but they were just basically saying like, yeah, he's basically playing like with little kids. It's like it's no competition. It's not he's here, he's playing on this level. It's like he's here and he's playing on this level. And I was like, okay, I'm out of it. You get to see that, And any Scoot Henderson fans out there that just gonna be in the comment going, well, you just gotta give him time. Shut up. And so I don't want to hear it. So you can leave that little typing alone. Nobody wants to hear that crap.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. But yeah, I'm not super excited. I wasn't super excited about the tournament. Although it was a pretty good, basketball tournament, March Madness. But yeah, this draft, man, not impressed.
Yeah, because I think Zach Edey, he's not gonna be drafted late. He's not even like an early draft pick. He's like,
I mean, yeah,
18?
he just used his size in college, man, to dominate. And he ain't gonna really be able to do that in the pros. You gotta run that floor a lot in the pros, yo.
I don't know. I don't see, I know, like I said, next year's draft is going to be, and I don't, and crazy thing is that as I look at this draft, I go, yeah, I think Bronny's right for coming out here because I think next year he wouldn't even see the light of day.
I don't know about it. I don't know.
Listen,
but
I'm
I
telling
think
you,
should
somebody's going to
wait.
take him hostage. That's what's going to happen.
That's the whole thing. I would.
Don't sound like a
Why
bad
wouldn't
move.
you?
Right.
If I was Atlanta and I just wanted to and listen, the front office in Atlanta is complete trash. It's I'm not gonna say it's the worst. It's not as bad as like Detroit or Washington. I think Detroit and Washington, it has to be like Detroit, Atlanta, and Washington right now because the front office ways. Because like I said, with Detroit, you got Monty Williams as a coach who didn't want to be there. Okay. I think people forgot that. He didn't want to be the coach. He left. But then you begged him to be the coach. You gave him all this money and you fire him 1 year. Like, what are we doing? They're horrible. Okay. Atlanta's horrible because they got the owner's son as GM. If he's still running that, he's still GM. This ain't gonna work. So I'm thinking with Atlanta, and I said this before, he draft Bronny just because. I mean, what else you got?
The notoriety.
How bad do you want him? It's either LeBron come play for you, or Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves and whoever. How bad do you want your son? Okay, we're the people we broke into that. We're the what's on what Rush Hour? Damn, who'd you get? Chelsea Clinton?
That's exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. But I think he's as good as any pick that Atlanta could pick because they have a history of picking like horrible. I mean, even some people would argue trade, over Luka, trading him for Luka, but yeah, over the years though, they've made some like very poor like choices first round, and yeah, I can't say that this year is gonna do any better just because of the pool, but yeah,
dude, and it's so crazy. I want to see what Prism basketball is. I want to see what the price is going to reflect. I mean, I guess you just probably just getting Bronny out of there, but like I said, it ain't no $900 a box for hobby.
No,
that thing better be $50 in a coupon in there.
They got a coupon for the next one.
I'm telling you, man. Like, yeah, they better not. They better do some like very good strategizing on their sales. Because if all you got is Bronny, they gonna have to hope that ESPN is pubbing some folks up in the preseason league or the D League or whatever. Yeah, it's not gonna be a good class. Maybe the poorest class ever. I don't know.
Okay, here it is, right here. So this is Alex Starr, right? This is the guy out of France. I think this is the guy out of France, right? The Alex Starr. This is supposed to be Atlanta got number one. He's supposed to be number one. Okay. This is the report. Right? This is a quote from him. I think this should be the quote from him. No. Let's see. Yeah. He's basically because he hasn't worked out for him. I trust him. I'm not going to get into no specifics of where I work out or where I don't, but I'm doing my best workouts, and that's all I can control. Yeah, but you're not working out for the number one team that want to draft you, though. What is it for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you wanted to work out for him, I'm sure you would have been done worked out for him.
For me, this is another quote from him. For me, it's important. This is quoted from him. For me, it's more important to be drafted. Star said, I think at the end of the day, that is the most important. And you will have to you just got to be grateful for that. I think it's the impact of winning at any team I land at. You're the number one pick.
Hey, no.
You're the number one pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that I think it's defensive, whatever. You're the number one pick. What?
Yeah,
you don't want to go to Atlanta. Come on.
I mean, you gotta use your intuition, your knowledge, based on the history. I mean, what like Eli Manning, daddy didn't let him go to the team that drafted him. He was like, nah, we got to make this happen. We got to change this.
I can't wait to Dion do the same thing. I can't wait to Dion do the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it might be just like that, man.
He's forcing himself to go to Washington. Atlanta, listen, no matter what the front office is doing, it's still Atlanta at the end of the day. It's still Atlanta at the end of the day. You're going to be more successful in Atlanta than Washington, D.C. Now, if anybody from Washington, D.C. is listening and you're born in Washington, D.C., just take that L. But you're still in Atlanta regardless, okay? Because we're talking about Atlanta and Washington, D.C., it's not a hard pick. Okay, let's just be for real. But you're trying to force himself. Like I said, if I was Atlanta, I just get him anyway. Is it you get him and get Braun? Don't get the other guy. Why would you get the other guy? This is crazy. No, I've never seen this before in my life.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that'd be what I'll be looking to hear. Not sure that I'll watch it, but I'll be looking to hear the news on it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. Anything else? So look, like, subscribe, follow Instagram, TikTok. If your sister got over like 6 children, have them all follow too. But look, until next time, it's always going to be next time. Oh, snap. Peace.